If I may, we have a meeting tomorrow with our consultant. I think you're getting ahead of ourselves. This is a stabilization article. It's not a post-use article. We're looking at post-use. We're bringing that information before the Board of Selectmen and the town manager.
We have not designed the project, permitted the project, or bid the project. So I would respectfully request that town meeting not support the amendment. Let us go design, permit, and bid the project. There'll be community meetings throughout that process.
Say for clarification that this article is only about, it only references the closure of the landfill. That's all. So if there's any money left over, it can't be used without authorization by the town for post-closure use. It would have to come back and the town would have to make that decision.
Correct.
So if there's money left over, if we vote for what the town is asking, if there's money left over, that has to come back. It can't be used for post-closure because that's not what you're authorizing them to do in this article.
A note on post-closure, the Board of Selectmen voted to look at this as a solar facility. Anything that's done up in that site will have to be regulated by state regulations as well.
Okay, up here, please. A pro.
Hi, good evening. Is it on? Yeah, good evening. Brad Wright, Greenwood Road. I do think with respect to what Mark said, that Mr. Albuquerque was talking about, you know, what was mentioned last year at town meeting, that we needed funds to close it, but any funds post-closure would come back to town meetings and we'd have meetings about it. And that has yet to happen. You know, last week we discussed handing over responsibility of selling or leasing Lewis Street to the Board of Selectmen. We decided it's the cart before the horse. Maybe it's too soon. There was no plan really presented, and we voted to, you know, kind of table that and hold off for now on that. The same holds true really with this, with the Ledge Road landfill post-closure. Once again, I think the cart was put before the horse. A post-closure plan has yet to really be presented at town meeting, and a request for those funds really is yet to be made. So I think really what this warrant article is asking is that all of you here at town meeting give yourself permission to have a voice in the process. You know, what we do with multiple acres of town property, it should be discussed, and it should be decided by the town, not, you know, the majority, which is 3 to 5 people, you know, on the board. A resident should have a say in whether or not a permanent DPW facility is going to be inserted into their residential neighborhood and abut our town's water supply. So I would ask you to vote yes to prohibit the post-closure use, to include DPW and material handling operations and vehicles, at least until a proper proposal and request is in front of us and that we can deliberate that. I ask that you don't give up your power.
Yes.
It was, we were told that it's been there since 1973. It's been a materials handling site since 1973. So this is not a new facility. And the question I'm asking is, has there been any incidents since then?
It's been a continuing use. I'm not aware of any incidents. It's been used for storing these areas for many years.
Just Lafayette mentioned there has been no issues. There was actually a reportable release of oil and fuel from equipment for material handling, I believe in 2005. You can check the DEP website. But thank you.
Thank you. Are we ready to vote?
The Board of Selectmen voted a post-closure use for the Ledge Road landfill back in 2015. Their vote was the product of significant public input over several months. During that process, playing fields and passive recreation were discussed as options. At that time, they were deemed to be cost prohibitive, and the use was decided. Since that time, we've proceeded with the post-closure plan with the funds that have been appropriated by this body. As I've said in the past and will continue to state, if additional funds are needed to finish the post-closure plan as adopted and voted by the Board of Selectmen, we'll be back before this body.